What if you could get your hands on Disney's secret playbook? And I don't mean the shiny marketing stuff. I mean the official, legal document that lays out their real strategy, their biggest fears, and their actual game plan for the future. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going straight to the source to decode Disney.
I mean, it's the big question, right? When you're a global empire built on everything from Marvel superheroes to fairy tale castles, what actually keeps you up at night? The amazing thing is, by law, they have to tell us, and we're going to look at exactly what they said.
So the key to unlocking all this is a document called the Form 10-K. Every public company has to file one of these with the government every single year. And this isn't a press release, it's where they're legally required to lay out the unvarnished truth about their business, the good, the bad, and everything that could go wrong.
So you should really think of this 10K as Disney's official blueprint. It's the map that shows us exactly how the kingdom is built and, more importantly, where they're planning to dig the new foundations.
And the first thing you have to wrap your head around is just the incredible scale we're talking about here. In one fiscal year, Disney pulled in over $94 billion in revenue. To put that in perspective, that is bigger than the entire economy of a lot of countries. It's just a staggering amount of money, and it's what fuels this massive, complex machine we're about to break down.
Okay, so where does all that cash come from? Well, the whole empire really rests on three gigantic pillars.
The first pillar is the content engine itself, entertainment. I mean, this is the heart of the whole operation. You're talking about the blockbuster movies from Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, all of it. It's also the traditional TV channels like ABC and FX. And of course, the big one, the global streaming services that are beaming all that content right into our homes.
And wow, this slide really shows you the results of that engine, right? Just look at those massive direct-to-consumer, or D2C, streaming numbers. You add them up, that's over 275 million subscribers. Now compare that to the 61 million for the old-school Disney Channel. This isn't just data, it's a picture of a huge audience shift, a migration from traditional TV directly to Disney's own platforms. Their reach is just immense.
Pillar number 2 is sports, and really, that boils down to one name: ESPN. It is an absolute global powerhouse. They've got the broadcast rights to some of the most valuable games in the world: the NFL, the NBA, Formula One, you name it. It's a gigantic business all on its own.
And the third pillar is experiences. This is where all that digital magic becomes real and physical. We're talking about the iconic theme parks, the huge resorts, the Disney Cruise Line, and of course, every single piece of merchandise that fills the shelves. This is the part of the business you can actually go visit and be a part of.
Okay, now this slide gives us a really fascinating look under the hood of the parks. Hotel occupancy is incredibly high at 87%. They're basically full. But the real story is right here. Even with U.S. attendance down just a little bit, the people who are going are spending 5% more. That is a crucial detail. It means their strategy of premium experiences and higher prices is working. They're getting more money out of every single person who walks through the gates.
But, it's not all fairy tales and happy endings. The 10K is also where Disney has to get brutally honest about the biggest challenges facing the kingdom. And believe me, they are significant.
And here it is, the main challenge, right from their own mouths. They talk about an industry-wide decline in ratings and subscribers for traditional cable. This isn't some analyst guessing, this is Disney, in writing, admitting that the old, super reliable way of making money in media is fundamentally breaking down.
And this slide just visualizes that conflict perfectly. The old world was kind of cozy, right? You had these reliable fees from cable companies and pretty predictable ad money. The new world? Oh, it's a totally different ballgame. It's a direct-to-consumer battle for every single subscription fee. And you constantly have to fight to keep people from canceling, what they call churn.
And then there's this, which is just fascinating. Some of Disney's most valuable assets, its characters, they're getting old. The copyright for Steamboat Willie, which was the very first appearance of Mickey Mouse, has already expired. This means those early versions of their most iconic character ever are now in the public domain for anyone to use. And that's a trend that's just going to continue.
So, okay, your old moneymaker is fading. Some of your most famous characters are aging. What do you do? What's the battle plan? Well, their response is a massive company-wide pivot. First things first, follow the money. Over $8 billion. That's how much they invested in their physical properties, parks, resorts, cruise ships, in just 1 year. This is not some small tweak. This is a gigantic bet on the future of in-person, real-world experiences.
So all that investment is part of a super clear 3-part strategy. Step 1. Go all in on streaming. They have to win that direct-to-consumer war. Step 2. Supercharge the parks and cruises, making them can't-miss destinations. And Step 3. Keep mining that incredible library of characters and stories for every last drop of opportunity.
And this isn't just some theory on a slide, right? We can actually see this pivot happening right now, in real time. On the content front, they're cranking out about 20 new movies to feed both theaters and streaming. For experiences, they've got 2 new cruise ships on the way, and they're even building whole residential communities. And on the business side, they're buying tech companies and buying back their own stock to show investors they're confident. These are aggressive moves everywhere you look.
All right, so we've looked at the kingdom, we've seen the dragons at the gate, and we've read the multi-billion-dollar playbook they wrote to fight them. So what does it all really mean for the future?
Let's boil this all down. The crucial takeaways from their own playbook are pretty clear. Number 1, the old-school TV business that printed money for decades is in serious trouble. In response, Disney is making a massive, strategic bet on 2 things: streaming content directly to you and creating unforgettable experiences you have to show up for in person. And their whole future, literally everything, hinges on nailing both of these at the same time.
And that leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? Disney has put all its cards on the table. They've shown us their strategy to get through this radically changing world. The only question left is whether the magic that built this empire in the first place is still strong enough to carry it into the next generation.